I got a story to tell. 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 Welcome to Stories by Risky TV. Today's story is a parody, meaning it's not real. It's completely made up. It's for entertainment purposes only. Shut up, Dad, King sputtered to his father as if his father's rapper/actor status meant absolutely nothing. You and Mom don't know shit about me. How dare you? Every time I left this boring mansion to go over to Grandma's house, I went right to the bando. You want me to take you to the bando right now? T.I., with a grimacing smirk on his face, looks over to Tiny, his wife and singer of popular 90s R&B group Escape. Both T.I. and Tiny try their hardest to desperately hold back their laughter. T.I.'s mother and King's grandmother, yes, T.I.'s mother, who's King's grandmother, walks into the family room and abruptly interrupts the conversation. Boy, hush, says King's grandmother, as she walks in looking at everybody except King, as if King is the smallest bit of importance to her. Boy, you only came over my house when you was a baby. Your parents were too soft on you. They couldn't get you off that damn pacifier. So they sent you over to me one summer when you was like 2 or 3 so that I could break you off of that daggone pacifier. I told them to just throw away all your pacifiers, but they didn't listen to me. They spoiled you, boy. They spoiled you. But I tell you what, said King's grandma as she finally locked eyes with King. Grandma got you off that pacifier. I sure did. King, trying desperately to avenge his embarrassment, says, But Grandma, King sputters weakly, sounding like baby Simba before Simba grew up to become king of the jungle. The irony, right? Simba, king of the jungle. King, get it? Anyway, but Grandma, King sputters to his grandmother, tell Mom and Dad how I used to visit over there and hang out with the other kids. Shut up, boy, King's grandmother shouts, looking very annoyed. Boy, are you talking about those pictures of you and the other kids? Little baby Donovan had his 1-year-old birthday party over in Miss Brenda's backyard. Child, you was probably 5 or 6 years old, and you were so cute. You see, Donovan's birthday party was a costume party, and you were all dressed up as Barney the dinosaur. Don't you remember? You were running around acting like Barney the whole time. You were going up to everybody, and you would sing the I Love You, You Love Me song. King's grandmother takes a breath to think before sending King into further embarrassment. She looks over at King with an actual look of genuine concern. King, if you forgot, don't worry. We got it all on video. We were just watching it the other day. If you want, I can send it to you. Hey, maybe I can even upload it to my Instagram. No! King yells viciously as if to stop his grandmother from walking off of a cliff. No, Grandma, King's still yelling. Do not upload that video to IG. I'm a true G #1 stepper. Every time our driver picked me up from your house and would take me back here to this gated neighborhood, I told him to let me hop out the car and put the gate code in. And when I would put the gate code in, I would scrape the metal part of the gate code box with my house key. I knew that it would leave a line or two for the next person to see, but I didn't care. I wanted them to see it. I wanted them to catch me on camera. I wanted them to know that I'm about that life. T.I. and Tiny couldn't take it anymore. They burst out laughing as if a volcano of laughter erupted from the pits of their stomachs. T.I., laughing hysterically and stumbling over the kitchen island, grabs hold of the counter and shouts, I can't breathe, while Tiny is laughing so hard that tears are falling out of her eyes. You see, Grandma, King says as his world is crumbling down in complete embarrassment. This is what they always do to me. How can I express myself if they're going to laugh at me? They don't laugh at Damani, Messiah, or Major. Listen, son, says T.I. as he places his hand on King's shoulder. You don't have to be from the hood to get respect. Look at Drake. People respect him and people love his music, but you never hear Drake saying that he's from the hood. The key is, T.I. says to King as if talking to his apprentice, son, the key is to just be yourself and everything else will fall into place expeditiously. Fuck that, King yells sharply, getting the attention of everybody. T.I. and Tiny look over at each other as if to hold back from another laughter session. Fuck that. I'm taking you all over to the bando right now. Major, Tiny yells out loud to Major as he's locked in his room doing God knows what. Yes, Mom, Major shouts as he opens his room door. Hurry up and get dressed, shouts Tiny. King wants to take us to the hood. He says he's going to show us the bando. But Mom, Major shouts with aggravation. Every time King gets in these moods, he just drives us over to Bankhead. He doesn't even get out of the car. He never knows anybody over there. Remember the last time we went? King was so nervous that he ended up catching a panic attack. Remember? Dad had to make him pull over so the dad could take over the wheel. We know, son, Tiny shouts. Mom, I just don't get it, shouts Major. We're filthy rich. Why does King keep having these urges? We know, son, Tiny responds in her caring, motherly voice, but we must support King. Now get dressed right now. We're going to the bando and we're going as a family. Fine, Major responds, as if to wave the white flag. I'll go, but can we stop and get ice cream afterwards? Yes, Major, replying Tiny. We can get you some ice cream.
I got a story to tell. 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 Ha. I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. Ha. I got a story to tell. 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 You looking mad cause you boring as hell. You looking worried as hell. I got a story to tell. I got a story to tell. You mad at me cause you born as hell, and that's why when you speak half the people ignore you, and the other half snoring as well. I got a story to tell. It's like when I came on the scene, it's like they immediately dropped, like some must have tore and they fell. Now watch me tie to them with them being on tour and they fell.